Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are breaking down the absolute most critical, time-sensitive updates to help you navigate your Hajj 2027 application. Look, if you're planning this journey of a lifetime, you've probably noticed the application process has been, well, kind of overwhelming over the past few days. It's a lot. But don't worry. We've digested all the latest official ministry reports, and we're going to give you exactly what you need to know to secure your spot without all the stress. Let's get right into it. Because here is the undeniable reality right now. The government quota is filling up incredibly fast. We are literally less than a week into the process, and the demand is completely unprecedented. The whole system operates on a strict first-come, first-served basis. So if you're dealing with pending payments, or you're confused about fully booked packages, or maybe you're just staring at an error screen on the Pak Hajj app, we need to sort that out immediately before time runs out.
So here's our roadmap to troubleshoot your application and beat that rapidly closing quota window. We'll cover short Hajj updates, fixing payment issues, flight rules, private operators, and finally, the ticking clock on those remaining seats.
All right, Section 1, Short Hajj Package Updates. Let's talk about navigating those full capacities in group applications. This exclusive short Hajj package has been the source of so much anxiety for thousands of applicants over the last week, and the reason boils down to this number right here, 300. This highly desired package had a strict national capacity of only 300 seats. I mean, think about the scale of that for a second. With tens of thousands of people rushing the system, those 300 seats vanished in an absolute flash. The package is completely full, meaning no fresh applications can select this route. But there are a couple of very specific, time-sensitive exceptions we really need to talk about.
So what if you applied as a group for the short Hajj? Say you submitted a family application, and while most of you got through, one or two family members got left out with an unpaid status because the system lagged. Good news, you are not locked out yet. You have a hard deadline of August 23rd to pay those dues and get them successfully slotted back into your short Hajj group. Seriously, do not miss this window or your group is going to get split up.
But what if you aren't part of a partially approved group? For everyone else who wanted the short Hajj but suddenly can't generate a payment challan because the seats are definitively full, there's a manual fix. You literally have to open the Pak Hajj app, manually change your selection from the short Hajj package to the long Hajj package, and then generate a brand new payment challan. You simply cannot force a short Hajj payment through the system right now, so making that switch is absolutely crucial.
Now, here's the ministry's automatic fix for what is probably the most stressful glitch of the whole process. Imagine this. Your short Hajj payment is actually deducted from your bank, but your app status still says unpaid. Panic naturally sets in, right? But take a deep breath. The system will actually automatically convert your application to a long Hajj package to ensure you don't lose your spot in the quota entirely. And even better, the price difference between the two packages will be automatically refunded straight back to your bank account. It's honestly a brilliant fail-safe, so you don't have to start all over again.
Moving on to Section 2, Resolving Payment and App Issues. Basically, what to do when your money feels stuck.
This brings us to general payment verifications. The most important thing to remember here is laid out in 3 simple steps. If you sent your payment, whether you did it at an HBL branch or online, but the Pak Hajj app status isn't showing as verified, do not panic. And whatever you do, please do not submit a second payment. Step 1. Just wait exactly 24 hours. The banking network is handling a massive tsunami of data right now. After 24 hours, the system will naturally resolve in one of 2 ways. Step 2. Your status verifies and your seat is locked in. Or, Step 3, the payment fails completely and a refund bounces safely back to your account, which lets you try again with a clean slate. Patience literally pays off here.
Okay, Section 3, Understanding Flight Scheduling Rules. Let's talk about timing your departure and return.
With your payments sorted and your spot secured, it's time to tackle the logistics. A lot of you are asking a really critical question. Do you need an early or late flight for Hajj? There is a huge misconception going around right now. People are rushing and stressing out, worrying that if they apply later in the week, it automatically means they get pushed to the very end of the flight schedule with a bad departure time. But based on the official guidelines, that is simply not true.
Here's how the schedule is actually built. First off, the day you apply has absolutely zero impact on your flight schedule. Day 1, day 6, it doesn't matter at all for the flights. Secondly, the ministry is going to appoint official focal persons in just a few days. And third, once they are appointed, you can submit genuine, documented requests directly through the Pak Hajj app. So if you're an overseas Pakistani flying in, or if your workplace has given you super strict leave dates that you cannot shift, you just submit that proof, the ministry will review it and allocate an early or late flight based on your actual, genuine need, not your application timestamp.
Section 4. Private Tour Operator Guidelines. How to choose the private route safely.
Now, if you're bypassing the government scheme altogether, you need to know how to protect your hard-earned investment. Do not just wire money to a random travel agent, okay? Follow this checklist. Go visit a nearby registered operator in person to discuss their specific packages. Demand to see their official ministry-issued license number. Then, and this is the most important part, rigorously verify that exact license number directly on the ministry's official website. Do your homework right now and prepare your documents, because private applications are officially opening up in a few days.
Finally, Section 5, Urgency. Only 18,500 seats left? Let's look at the ticking clock on the government quota.
To truly understand the urgency here, you just have to look at the staggering number, 88,700. In less than a week, 88,700 people have already successfully submitted their Hajj applications. Remember, this is first come, first served. The appetite for Hajj this year is completely unprecedented, and the system is just swallowing up seats at breakneck speed.
So, what's the bottom line? Only 18,500 seats remain as of this update. When you compare that to the nearly 88,000 seats that vanished in mere days, you start to realize just how incredibly fast this window is closing.
Which brings us to a very stark reality. The government quota will freeze the very moment these final seats are filled. There is no grace period. There's no wait list or pending queue. Once those 18,500 spots are taken, the whole government quota is immediately stopped. This means if you're sitting on the fence, or if you have an unverified payment you haven't followed up on, you literally have to act right now if you want a spot. The window for Hajj 2027 is closing way faster than anyone predicted. And again, there's no grace period. When that final seat is taken, the gates lock. So the only question left is, will you finalize your application today before the quota completely closes? Take action, double-check your statuses, and let's get your journey secured.